the WNBA on 2K Sports. Welcome in, everybody. We'll watch the Indiana Fever in this one as they go up against the Los Angeles Sparks. With Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz, I'm Blake Suniga, and we're thrilled to have you with us. This could be a terrific game. We've got two of the most up-tempo teams in the league.
These are my favorite types of games. They're very similar in terms of style, and it's not just about running the floor. It's about defensive intensity, too.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, so often these battles between fast-paced teams boil down to who plays better transition defense.
That's a quick foul for her there. Looks like the refs are going to call this one close.
And here's Cloud. Pass to Boston. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Shanae Ogwumike. Right outside. Here's Breezy. That falls. Great assist by Kayla McBride.
That's one way she can finish, but far from the only way. She's got all types of tricks up her sleeve.
Out to the right wing. Back to Cloud. Brown sets a screen. And Natasha Cloud gets the three.
And this is big for Natasha Cloud's confidence because when she's hitting from downtown, it helps her get into a rhythm offensively.
Pass to Ogwumike. To the paint. Here's Breezy. That's her second shot and her second basket. My math says that's 2 for 2.
The height difference there was huge, but she canceled it out with great body control in the air.
That body control right there is essential. If you're giving up a bunch of height on flat ground, then you better be good in the air.
And be able to adjust in the air, too.
Now here's Brown. And here's Breezy. Now Boston. 6 to shoot. And count the basket. She was fouled, and she's going to the line for one more. Born on the U.S. Virgin Islands, Aaliyah Boston moved to the U.S. at 12 to pursue basketball. Man, that was a good decision.
Yeah, that was a very good decision. I mean, Aaliyah had to go from the warm Virgin Islands to cold New England, but she thrived in the States. In college, multiple National Player of the Year awards, and of course, Aaliyah Boston, the top pick of the 2023 draft.
And the free throw, no good.
Well, even though Boston has improved her range over the years, her bread and butter is wearing down smaller opponents in the paint.
That's the type of lead pass we've really come to expect from her.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Out to the left wing. Brown up top. Now here's Breezy. She's tightly guarded.
Despite the miss, a solid start for them offensively.
The three ball. Rebounded by the Fever. For three. That shot is no good, and she's 1 for 3 from the floor. Pass to Samuelson. To the wing on the left. And here's Breezy. Nailed from three-point land.
She's finding all kinds of ways to get it going right now. What a quarter she's having.
Boston sets a screen. With the step back. Cloud can't get it to go.
That's the kind of D that's needed when she's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over her.
Right outside. Pass to Samuelson. To the middle. Here's Breezy. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. She remains perfect.
Great ball movement to the open player. Samuelson with her head on a swivel.
The Fever trailing. Now a timeout called by Indiana.
The coaches, they saw their team giving up a lot of points and wanted to get a break before it got out of hand.
And that's a big part of a coach's job, making sure you keep your players in the best position possible at all times. That's a great timeout.
On defense, the Sparks. It's a 5-point game. From deep, Breezy gets the bucket. So it's the Sparks now. Here's the pick. The Fever pull it in.
Well, for what's a routine shot, she looked a little nervous on that release, wouldn't you say?
Took him no time at all on that one.
Well, you don't really expect Cloud to miss a wide-open shooter because she's got great vision on the court.
And it's the Sparks ball. Right outside. The tray. They get it back. Here's Ogumake. Count that one.
That's a way to pick up your teammates. And when Ogumake puts in a miss, it's almost like bonus points for your team.
Up top, Cloud. Pass to Breezy for 3. The rebound by Breezy. The Sparks took the lead. From outside, off the mark.
Yeah, she's been off her game this quarter. Just hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go down.
Now here's Cloud. Here's Brown. And the layup's good off the glass.
Using her lengthy wingspan to her advantage, Brown is able to dominate down low.
Pass to Samuelson. Breezy. Yes, once again. And she remains a perfect 6 attempts, 6 makes.
They continue to get it inside. The defense struggling to just contain them.
And look, when you make 5 in a row from in tight like they have, it also just takes pressure off of your perimeter guys.
Great point. Both teams on fire right now from the opening tip.
This is going to be an entertaining game of basketball today, folks. I think that much is obvious.
Get your popcorn ready.
Now here's McBride. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Breezy. Launches it. Drills it from outside.
Yeah, you know how a lot of people talk about flipping the switch? Well, her switch has definitely been flipped to on in this quarter, guys. I mean, just dominant scoring.
Breezy with it. Gumake with the rebound.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy, because 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup.
Poked loose. Stolen by Breezy. Inside. Nails the baby hook.
Beautiful dish down low.
And it's the Sparks ball. Right outside. Pass to Samuelson. And they call an illegal screen here.
We've just seen them make mistakes on back-to-back trips. Both those turnovers could have been easily avoided if they had just played smart basketball.
Absolutely, Brian. They need to play smarter. They've got to get a tighter handle on the ball.
They could retake the lead after trailing for a while.
And such nice work to hang around and put themselves in this position.
Now here's Cloud. Pass to Hole. Here's Boston. Soft touch off the glass.
Great production from the paint right now. 8 straight from inside.
That's bully ball they're playing.
Get out of the way.
Jones outside. Now Samuelson. Down low. And the basket by McBride.
Finishing plays around the basket with various strong finishes. McBride is feared whenever she's on the court.
Here's Cloud. To the inside. Tipped away. And it's out of bounds to the Fever as Indiana retains possession. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's Walker. Yes, great play by Aaliyah Boston to set it up.
And back and forth we go. That bucket gives us another lead change.
And there have been too many of those to count. These teams have matched each other shot for shot, play for play.
Man, I hope this game keeps on going forever.
Now here's Jones. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. For 3, Kayla McBride. The rebound by Melbourne.
They got lucky. They got lucky. And the defense is taking a big chance, leaving her open behind the arc. And I'm not sure I'm okay with that game plan.
The idea of setting a screen on that play, it was the good idea, the right idea, but the execution was not.
Yeah, you really want to set a hard screen, but you also want to make sure it's a legal one.
The Sparks trailing. Well, free throws aren't normally the first thing you bring up, but Kayla McBride may be the best ever from the stripe.
After her career, Kayla usually hovering around that 90% mark. Only Elena Delazon is ahead of her, and that just tells you how much McBride takes pride in the details.
Splendid pass from Jones. This is the kind of team-first attitude you just love to see.
To the wing, right side. Pass to Hole. Now Melbourne. Shot clock at 5. It's hauled in by the Sparks. Now here's Jones. The basket drops, and she gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming up for her.
Just powering through the contact. How about Jones making the basket and picking up the foul?
And this is her first trip to the line tonight.
What's up?
What's amazing about Jones is that she routinely makes the incredible play look easy. The game comes so naturally for her.
Here's Melbourne. Quiet so far offensively, searching for her first points of the game. Breezy. And Jones pulls it down.
And already a very lopsided edge on the boards for them.
Yeah, they're +5 in rebounds. That did not take long.
Shots good by Samuelson.
That takes tremendous focus. Samuelson has elite shooting ability, which means she scores when it's hard.
Now Melbourne. To the middle. Breezy makes it off the glass.
They'll take as many of those high percentage shots as they can make.
And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. Sparks ahead. They lead by 3. And quarter 2 will get underway just after this short break. A closely contested game here at the start of the second quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Sparks. Guys?
Really putting in the work on the offensive glass.
They've set the tone here early with the hustle.
The Sparks leading. Pass to Samuelson. Inside, here's Jones. The rebound by Breezy. Indiana with the ball. And here's Melbourne. She hasn't yet put up any points in this one. To the paint. Here's Breezy. Up again. And that's a foul called on me here. That'll be her second foul of the game. Now here's Jones. Pass to Breezy. Beyond the arc. Count it. And she's now 8 of 9 from the field.
For teams that are contending and those that know they're in the playoffs, at this point, what should they be focusing on?
The rotations. You got to know who's in, who's out, who's starting, who's closing. All of those things should be settled by teams before we hit the playoffs.
And I agree. With the short nature of the WNBA postseason, there isn't a lot of time to tinker mid-series. You have to go into the playoffs knowing who you can rely on, who you want on the floor in a tight, late game.
Timeout called the Sparks. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Jones. And the Sparks, another three.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range. They're starting to heat up.
The defense is stepped slow. They've got to take away that airspace.
Here's Melbourne. She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Breezy. Five to shoot. Pass to Melbourne. From downtown. Gets it to go from downtown.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Just trading punches from long range.
It's been a heavyweight fight.
Jones with it. She's got 6. Here's Morris. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the boards hard.
And that effort has really been the key to their lead.
Hull, Breezy covering. Pass to Breezy. Fires top of the key. She's off on that one.
Not sure what the D was doing there. She's not the player to give open looks to, but they got away with it that time.
And there's the foul. It's on Breezy. That is her first foul of the game.
Substitution for Los Angeles. Ryan.
Pass to Samuelson. Jones. Now Breezy. Hull defending. And here's Samuelson. 6 on the shot clock. Over to the wing. Breezy. The 19-footer is on the money.
When they've gone to her, she's come through. Keep getting her touches.
The Fever trailing. To the left wing. Lexi Hull on the wing. Pass to Breezy. Shoots from 14. She gets it in there.
Nice ball movement from Hull. Terrific at recognizing when her teammates are open.
And here are the Sparks now. Now Samuelson. It's stolen by Hull. Here's Melbourne. Breezy with it. Lays it up and banks it in.
I like the way she's taking advantage of what the defense is giving her, and she's been a key contributor for them this quarter.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter play. Jones outside. Pass to Samuelson. Down low. And she takes the feet in stride and slams it home.
Inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
Well, they're just going for the throat now.
I feel bad for that rim.
Yeah, I can see why you feel bad for the rim there, Tim. But now's the time to do this, right? Keep attacking that rim.
Now here's Breezy. She's got 17. Off target from outside.
They've been the glass eaters today, guys. Just a ton of effort out of them down low.
And they've needed every one of those rebounds. That's what's put them in front.
To the paint, Ogumake. And she floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
She isn't the tallest player in the WNBA, but at 6'4", Ogumake makes up for it with a wide array of post moves.
Out to the wing. To the middle. Pass to Hull. Expanding her range. Rebound by the Sparks. And here's Samuelson. To the inside. Here's Melbourne. Poked away. Inside. Breezy. And it's blocked by Shanae Ogumake.
I wouldn't test her. Ogumake can make even the best offensive players look helpless.
The Sparks leading. Tries the spin move. Pass to Breezy. Here's the three. A rebound by Breezy. So it's Indiana now. Such a spark for her team. Shanae Ogwumike brings a ton of energy for her squad.
She's been shooting it less, so her scoring has gone down a bit. But that's okay, because she's focused more on distributing and getting boards.
Pass to Breezy. Ogwumike buries it from three-point range.
That's one way to extend the lead. Continue to light it up from long range. They have all the confidence in the world from three-point land right now.
Now Melbourne. Timeout called the Fever. You gotta like what Breezy has been able to do in this game.
She's been attacking the rim with force. They need to deny her the ball in the paint. Keep her away from the bucket.
On defense, the Sparks. They lead by 7. Pass to Cloud. Now Hull. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over Breezy. Hull with the bucket.
Good work cashing in from the mid-range. Love seeing Lexi pull up and connect.
Ogwumike outside. To the paint. Here's Breezy. Yes, and it's Shanae Ogwumike picking up the assist.
You know, you look at the stats, the assist totals, they just jump out at you. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been key.
It's just a different mindset these teams have had.
Now here's Cloud. Pass to Boston. Back to Cloud. Now here's Hull. Breezy covering. Takes the three. Offensive board. And another basket for Indiana.
This is what Boston brings to your team. So much confidence in securing the offensive board.
Now here's McBride. Aaliyah Boston grabs the miss.
As far as, a jumper will go, that's as high percentage as it gets.
Seriously, I don't know how that one didn't fall.
Now here's Cloud. Lexi Hull on the wing. Gets a three-pointer to fall.
A textbook feed to Hull, who was all set up, ready to shoot.
And the Sparks with possession here. McBride outside. Pass to Ogwumike. Breezy. And the Sparks, another three.
They're hovering above, right around 50% for the game in three-pointers, but they've really elevated here in the second quarter.
Now here's Cloud.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Boston with it. And she makes good on the layup.
It's not just the size of Boston, it's also her touch around the rim.
She's covered by Cloud. And the call is going to be, an illegal screen.
They've been doing a lot of things right in this game, but something they have to improve on is their ball security.
You know, they've been lucky. They hold the lead despite the miscues. If they clean those up, you have to like their chances.
Indiana trailing. Pass to Boston. Rebound by the Sparks. She's covered by Cloud. Here's Breezy. Another three for the Sparks.
She is just bombing it today. How many more threes are we going to see from her?
Well, we've already seen a lot. I mean, she's got more points from outside the arc than inside the arc.
Now here's Hull. 5 points in the game. Up top, Cloud. McBride covering. Indiana again missing. And the Sparks with possession here. 6-point game. Fires the three. Brown grabs the board. It's 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Cloud. And out of bounds, the Sparks will take it.
Substitution for the field. Number 23, Aaliyah Walker.
To the inside. And she takes that one up and powers it through.
She is definitely making her presence felt here in the first half, shooting it so efficiently.
Launches a three. Walker's shot is good. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going on here. The Sparks on top. They lead by 5. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. Welcome back. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. You gotta like what Breezy has been able to do in this game.
She played a very smart game offensively, looking for and finding gaps in the defense and always looking for the best shot possible.
Yeah, the way she played that first half, well, that's exactly what we're talking about when we talk about being efficient on offense.
The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first 2 quarters. McBride outside. Pass to Ogumake. And here's Breezy. Knocks down the 3 ball.
They're in good position here thanks in part to her efficient scoring.
And here's Cloud. Right wing. Here's Brown. Here's Breezy. Connects on the foul line jumper.
Textbook. Nice pass, nice catch, nice shot. Now
here's McBride. Ogumake outside. Breezy drops in the layup for two.
That rebound and the follow, it shows you what she's all about. Gritty, determined, and a soft touch to match.
Now here's Cloud. Three-pointer. And the Fever hit again from deep.
A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
And looking back to those 2019 finals, they came down to a deciding Game 5. Natasha Cloud, man, she was huge for Washington.
18 giant points, some clutch moments from Cloud. She was excellent during that entire 2019 playoff run, bringing the Mystics their first ever title.
2 on the clock. Tried to come right back with the three of her own, but it's no good. Out to the wing. Here's Breezy. And there the Fever with another bucket.
Nothing but money for them to start the half. They're 3 for 3.
So it's the Sparks now. 3-point lead. Right outside. Ogumake. Here's Breezy. Yes, and it's Shanae Ogumake picking up the assist.
Once again, she's able to knock down the long-range jumper. It's just been her night from deep.
So it's Indiana now. Cloud outside. Pass to Brown. To the middle. Here's Breezy. Count it, and the foul. That's on Kayla McBride.
Off to a hot start this half. That's 4 straight Meg buckets.
Farley.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Ogumake outside. Breezy gets the bucket.
Heads up by Ogumake to find her teammate. She draws so much attention, it can lead to easy buckets for others.
Indiana with the ball. Trailing by 5. Pass to Breezy. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
5 straight now, coming out of halftime, rolling.
Man, these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assists.
When everybody's involved offensively, it's in a way helping you defensively too.
Now here's Ogumake. He has 7. Breezy gets the bucket.
Was not fazed at all by the bigger defender on her, and in the low block, I thought she might be a little phased.
Yeah, you wouldn't think that would be her comfort zone, but hey, she looked pretty comfortable right there, didn't she?
Now a timeout called by Indiana. The Fever trailing. Breezy covering. Down low. Here's Brown. And she banks in the layup.
This is a fantastic run to start this second half.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Pass to Breezy. From about 16. That one rolling around and rims out. Cloud outside. Now Brown. And here's Breezy. McBride covering. Breezy gets the bucket.
She's having one of those days where if she takes it, she makes it.
Pass to Breezy. Plenty of space. And it's good for two.
Performing at such a high level. They've got her to thank for this lead.
Cloud outside. Boston sets a screen. Now here's Cloud. Defense right on her. Clock at 6. Boston inside. She's covered by Ogumake. Pass to Boston. And she finishes nicely on the layup.
That's the third bucket in a row from the paint. And I know nobody likes a traffic jam, but this defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Yeah, nobody likes the traffic jam. We can agree on that. They can't allow the offense to get those high-quality looks inside.
McBride. Breezy covering. This one for 3. They get a hand on it. Cloud outside. Pass to Brown. Breezy. That gives them the lead.
She's caught fire this quarter, yet to miss.
The Sparks trailing. She's covered by Cloud. Now here's Breezy. Can't cash in from the high post. Takes the 3. Breezy can't hit.
One made 3 for her in this game. Does she focus closer in? We'll see.
Out to Ogumake. And she was camped there in the lane, and she gets a 3-second call.
You can tolerate gaps like that sometimes. In a close game, they really hurt.
Both teams will make substitutions. Cloud with it. Pass to Brown. Here's Breezy. Guarded by Jones. Cloud outside. Hull. Boston. McBride covering. Boston good.
They're not rotating quickly enough on defense down low.
They've got to provide more resistance inside.
And here are the Sparks now. It's a 3-point game. The Sparks call timeout.
Yeah, I think the coach is trying to take the wind out of their sails here. They're on the wrong end of a run and need to sort things out offensively and defensively.
Yeah, things were starting to spiral out of control on them a little bit, and a timeout was a no-brainer there.
Yeah, exactly, Brian.
Up top, Jones. McBride. Six to shoot. Back to Jones. Shoots over Breezy. Shot's good by Jones. Here's Cloud. Pass to Brown. Breezy with it. Guarded by Jones. Here's Breezy. And again, it's Indiana converting.
They're passing the ball very crisply right now.
Their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
She's covered by Cloud. Kicks it out to Jones. And it's off from three-point range. The Fever with the lead. Now Hull. Pass to Boston. Takes her. And she lays it in.
That assist got a little nod from her teammate after the bucket.
And here is Jones. 8 points for her. And here's McBride. High arcing shot.
Good. And Haley Jones getting the assist.
Every year, McBride works on improving additional aspects of her game. So it's really no surprise to see her well-rounded offensive game that includes such a sweet floater.
Now here's Cloud. Boston with it. Ogumake picks her up. Boston with it. Ogumake's there. Pass to Hull. 5 on the clock. The three-pointer off the mark. And here are the Sparks now. She's covered by Cloud. Brown grabs the board.
She has lost all confidence out there. Still not a single field goal made. Shame.
Here's Cloud. The second chance effort. And it's Brown getting it to go.
And now we see them really working it inside.
Yeah, getting quality looks around the rim. That's fueling this run.
Now here's Jones. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
The passing skill of Jones is off the charts, elite at picking out teammates.
Now here's Cloud. Now a timeout called by Indiana.
Coach saw that the players were getting a little run down out there. The timeout should give them a little energy back.
Melbourne. Pass to Boston. Deflects the pass. Breezy with it. Second chance shot. Shot's good by Samuelson.
showing her skills in the paint. Remember, Samuelson has those guard kind of abilities, but she's still 6'3", still has great height.
Out of bounds, it'll be the Sparks ball.
Here's Jones. 8 points for her. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. For the lead.
It's hauled in by Boston.
And it's the Fever ball. They lead by 1.
Oh, no good.
Now Breezy. Non-stop scoring machine here. Indiana with the ball. And here's Walker to stop the run. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good.
Oh, what a monster shot to close out the third. They've taken the lead going into the final quarter.
And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading buckets. The Fever on top, leading by just 1. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments for our fourth quarter of basketball coming up next. Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. Here's Melbourne. Pass to Breezy. That one rolling around and rims out. The Sparks trailing. Inside. Hole with the rebound. Now Breezy. Banked in off the glass.
And now both of these teams really in a groove here late.
Yeah, and this game was already high scoring, but they've really taken it to another level here down the stretch.
Such a treat to watch, Brian.
So it's the Sparks now. Snow. Breezy covering. To the paint. Here's Breezy. And she takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Give an assist there, not for a pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed her up and really just made that layup possible.
Time called here. The Fever decide to talk it over. The Fever with the lead. Now Melbourne. Here's Breezy. Puts the fadeaway right on the money.
That mid-range jumper is a great thing to have in your bag of tricks, and they've really unleashed it today.
You know, some say it's a lost art, but they're getting excellent results with it tonight.
Hits the three-point bomb.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
Here's Melbourne. Pass to Hole. To the middle. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good, and she'll go to the line.
One shot.
Fourth quarter now. We're just about a minute and a half in. To the right side. Pass to Breezy. From the arc. And the Sparks, another three.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
Yeah, 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed coming from beyond the arc.
And here's Indiana.
To the inside. Breezy misses the layup. Now here's Breezy. Cole defending. Jones outside. The three. That shot off. Now here's Hole. Pass to Melbourne. Now Hole. Just 5 to shoot. It's Melbourne. No good with the triple. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed by now here in the fourth quarter. Here's Jones. Hands it from downtown.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over again.
They might have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
Here's Melbourne. Lexi Hole on the wing. Knocked loose. Stolen by Breezy. Now the Sparks moving it up. Finished off the break.
She made that pass to a spot and let her teammate run right into it. That is how you distribute the basketball.
Indiana trailing. If you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Pass to Hole. Now Breezy. Connects from three-point range.
Look, if you give her enough room outside, she's going to take advantage and more often than not knock down that shot.
Now here's Jones. Now here's Breezy. Hole defending. That shot wide open.
You just love the tenacity. She can simply will her way into games at times, exert her presence.
And here's Melbourne. Yes, it's good. Jones with it. Pass to Breezy. The shot from 20 feet. Perfect on the shot. Wow, swishes it through.
Coming up big in the clutch.
Yeah, she's cool under pressure. And now 4 for 4 here in the fourth quarter. How about that?
Here's Melbourne. Now Hole. Breezy covering. Here's Breezy. Off target with the jump hook.
Well, if this ball game comes down to the rebounding battle, they'll be the ones coming out on top.
They've had a strong game on that front, without question.
And the shot goes in.
That's just great ball movement.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with a purpose. The D has not been able to keep up.
So it's Indiana now. Now Melbourne. Hole up top. Breezy. And the fever hit again from deep.
Oh my gosh, she's making it look easy right now, and I expect them to run the offense through her until the defense forces it out of her hands.
The Sparks call timeout. The Sparks with the lead. She's covered by Cloud. Lets it go from deep. Sinks the three-pointer.
She can be dangerous from outside. And look, sure, she didn't get one in the first, but we don't live in the past. We live in the present, and we know she can hit them.
Now here's Cloud. Yep, count it.
Her scoring this quarter has been off the charts, doing all she can to bring them back.
Ogumake outside to the middle. A kick out to McBride from outside the arc. The offensive rebound. There's the triple. Unable to get that one to go.
She hasn't really done much on the offensive end, but she has worked within the team to help them get the lead.
And that one drops for her.
Give credit where credit's due. Terrific assist inside.
Ogumake outside. Breezy. And it's the Fever on the break. Here's Cloud. And she uses the glass on the layup.
Out in the open, Cloud gets the hoop. She possesses very good speed. Helps on the break.
And plenty of drama in this one so far.
Hopefully, from our standpoint at least, don't be surprised if it isn't decided until the final buzzer.
We can only hope. Now here's McBride. Breezy can't hit. To the paint. Out of bounds, it'll be the Sparks ball.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
She's covered by Cloud. Down low. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
That is some dime dropping. Exquisite assist.
Now here's Cloud. Boston up top. Breezy. The open J off the mark. She's covered by Cloud. Picked by Ogumake. The Fever pull it in.
But he got away with a major lapse there.
Cloud outside. Pass to Boston. Here's Brown. Right wing. Now here's Breezy. From 16 feet away, she cans it.
Check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates on the same page.
Here's McBride. Timeout called the Sparks.
Looks like the coach saw some things out there that need adjusting, and it's going to take a little time to talk it over.
Yeah, and never a bad idea to use a timeout if there's something that's got you concerned.
She's covered by Cloud. Pass to McBride. Inside. And that one's good. Ogumake.
Never afraid of the big moment. Ogumake is a great option during the most important part of any game.
Indiana trailing. Cloud outside. To the wing, right side. Now here's Breezy. Not a lot of room. Back to Cloud. Shot clock at 6. And another 3 for Indiana.
Talk about falling asleep on defense. I don't know how you can give a shooter like her that much space from beyond the arc.
She's covered by Cloud. Pass to Breezy. McBride. Now here's Breezy. They waste no time getting those 3 points back.
She always delivers in the clutch, and she's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
Cloud with it. And here's Breezy. McBride covering. They get it back. Boston over to the left wing. Shoots the 3. It's in! Oh, that is an enormous three-pointer.
I tell you, she loves getting looks like that from three-point range. Just nobody near her.
Now here's Breezy. She's covered by Cloud. Pass to McBride. From deep. A rebound by Breezy. Here's Cloud. She's guarded closely. And here's Breezy. Back to Cloud. To the inside. Brown. Buries it.
If there really is something called a clutch gene, then Brown definitely has it. What a huge shot.
Timeout called the Sparks. Your thoughts, guys?
It all comes down to this. Enough time still on the clock that they should be able to get a good look.
Yeah, there's always the debate of whether to take a 2 to tie or a 3 to win. But if it were up to me, I'd pound it down low and try to get a good shot in tight.
I'm with you, Brian. Just get the 2 points and keep the game alive.
There's a screen by McBride. Pass to Breezy. Send it to OT, but they came up empty-handed. And so it's the Fever who come out on top here. And they break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
This is a win they should take a ton of pride in. They battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
So that's going to do it for this one, folks.